All right, guys, this is chasebt694. Played this game a few days ago. Decided to kind of go back over the audio. I had a work call during the middle of it. Anywho, really interesting game. I actually get whooped in this game. But I thought it was a really intriguing game. That's why I wanted to make sure I got it up. So kind of normal bid for side. I win US and kind of go from there. So kind of out the get-go, looking at options. Marshall Plan's obviously a good play. But I know a lot of people love playing Marshall Plan. I sometimes like keeping it in the deck, using it as ops, and then comes out again. Anyway, big card. So, but playing defectors, a lot of times I think turn one is so huge. A lot of times big defectors could be huge. And in this case, it turns out, so he's trying to get a foothold in Asia with decal, which I personally don't like playing as a headline turn one, just because it gives an access for US to try to kind of make a coup battle. All right, so he's going duck and cover, placing influence. And he's immediately taking Afghanistan and taking a non-battleground and in the Middle East to have a presence. Drops DEFCON, so minimal damage. I get a victory point. Kind of responded to that. I play Arab-Israeli War. Try to minimize my disadvantage a little bit. The fact that he went into the Middle East made you kind of wonder maybe he's got the Middle East scoring card. So kind of gives us a where we could get domination real quick, at least fight for it for a second. Other things we have to worry about, really the main thing is Nasser. I love having de Gaulle's France as US because it lets you get a chance to take interesting. So he goes ahead and plays into Pakistan at DEFCON 4. So we're going to coup. We roll a 5. We take it. So it's pretty huge. He could play the China card right now and take it back. We'll see if he does. But then we can also go into India. So, which granted, it could hurt us. We also, now the DEFCON's at 3, need to move up to be able to try to get into Thailand. So that definitely is kind of one of those things we need to do. So he's going to try to counter coup. He's going after, he rolls a 5 with his 4-up card. So a little disappointing there. So we're going to overprotect. The reason why we put 1 in India there is it's kind of protect us against the war card. So if he does get it, he wins it, then we can at least get one of those 2 countries. And we get went ahead attacked to try to be able to take Thailand. So if he plays Vietnam, we get the next roll. He could do some other things, but so de-stall. Okay, let's see where he takes it out of. So mainly pretty typical. He takes it out of his European countries, and kind of untypical, he played all of de-stall into. So let me see if I can stop this for a second. So real quick, he realized the whole de-stall card all into Asia, which is kind of unheard of. I mean, this is the main card for the Soviets to get influence into South America. He can go into Algiers, go into France. He can throw into Central America. I mean, it gives him a lot of leeway, and he's playing this card like he knows 100% I've got Asia. He's trying to get it right now, victory point, try to go for knockout punch, really trying to stop his long-term game plan. I mean, de-stall, in my opinion, is the biggest card in the game, especially for the Soviets. Like, if you show me a game where the Soviets get de-stall early, I'll show you a game that I think that 80% of the time the Soviets are going to win. Doesn't always happen, but to me, it's the clearest case. So really interesting play here. Kind of surprised by it a good bit, but we do have the Asia scoring card, so now we have to worry about it. So, we'll see how this plays out, but really surprising play, and one I just haven't seen that often. All right, so here we go. So we're trying to even it up, the cost of the threat. we've got the Asia scorecard. We have to score. So, you know, trying to spread our influence as quick as possible into Asia. Now we're in good shape to try to score for some points. Now we're just trying to hang on so see what happens. Um, we got 2 plays. Our other cards don't really lend us very well. Like, definitely don't want to play Nasser right now for the 1-op. And we definitely want to play the Gaullese France, where we place it in France and then we put our ops there to make it 3-1. So, and he's going ahead and going full China card. So, bold play, crazy. I mean, it is. Yeah, he called us. We have it, but we were just as likely not to have that card. So he picks up 5 victory points. He's made his due. I mean, crazy. But luckily for us, we have the China card, which granted he played D-stall and D-call this turn, so I guess it wasn't big of a deal for him to make sure that he kept the China card. But still, I mean, D-call, D-stall, at least we were able to, full blitz into Asia. So, all right, look at our hand, Middle East scoring. We're going to headline Red Scare. We're okay in the Middle East. We're not losing a whole lot of ground there. We have the Indo-Pakistan war card, so we don't have to worry about one of those countries getting flipped right now. Would actually be a card I consider holding into the deck to get past the turn 3. Independent Res doesn't, that's 2 ops. Nuclear Test Man, fantastic 4-op card. East European Unrest, fantastic 3-op card. So Space Socialist Government. So hand isn't bad right now. I'd say it's on the better side. We also have the China card, depending on what happens here. So really interesting, very aggressive play by the Soviets here. So we do now have we play independent Reds into Europe. We now can, it might be a potential play here to be able to kind of make it a little easier, especially if we can flip that USSR spot. It'll be an extra victory point in Romania. Yeah, so it's definitely a consideration. We'll just have to see how it plays out hand wise here. Okay. Instead of giving us Japan, he coups our non-battleground in Jordan. So it's going to give us an opportunity to coup back here in a battleground. So we're going to throw Nuclear Test Man in his 4-op, see if we can get lucky, and we roll a 1. A 2, we knock him out, which still wouldn't help. But, we needed 50-50, a 4, 5, or 6, we take the country with a 4-op card. So we lost, so we had literally the worst roll we could. So it not looking good. So we're trying to even up the Middle East here. Probably should have thrown an op into France to go ahead and kind of take that. Okay. Or we probably should have went ahead and taken Thailand with the China card with the way how aggressive he's been there. But he scored. There's lots of stuff we need to do. We're going to go ahead and score that for even. I think it's just going to be a race. We can grab Libya, but it's just kind of a point to op at this point. We'll race. He's going to play blockade, which we have socialist government. All right. We don't need military ops. So, yeah. And we'll go ahead and put one in. Since he played for Mosin, I'll give us an opportunity to get an extra country in Asia. And there goes Europe. Interesting play here, since he plays 5-year plan in Europe. So he gets rid of Europe. That's awesome. But now we have an extra term, so we can double wham this. So he's, he doesn't have a card to play in actual round 6. Um, so we can attempt to do something a little tricky. So we can go after North or South Korea. We can, granted it's using the China card. I mean, we could play the China card in Taiwan and get it or whatever, but that doesn't. We got Nasser. There's not enough ops really to take it. So we're going to give up the China card. Then let's see if we can flip something here. So he doesn't have a card, so we can do a couple things. We could, flip Egypt. So there's definitely things we can do here. Probably the easiest play, and we really can't even do it now. Or yeah, we can. So we can take the China card, slam it all into North or South Korea, and then on my next turn play Indo-Pakistan war card and flip that country. So it definitely should be the play, given this opportunity. So granted, we get rid of Formosa, so we're going to try to play that battleground. But sometimes got to be ready to kind of, adjust to what happens. So if we're gonna, especially since we just lost 5 victory points because of the 5-year plan, at least we need to take advantage of it so we can flip a country. So he's going to wait for him to decide that he's not going to play. And then as soon as he decides that, we'll play the card and go ahead and flip the country. So, all right, that was interesting. So at least we get your AC, so at least it didn't languish. So we should be able to get your points there. Really a great headline. Maybe Olympic Games here and go for 2 ops. Probably should be the play, but we're trying to see. Is if he headlines Asia, the idea of, hey, I'll try to go ahead and get this before he can change the outcome where I can, if the scoring card comes out. So if he plays it, we'll score it. That's the reason why we're playing U.S. Japan. So plays captures Nazi, so now he can coup 2 cards, which is not good. So we need to be careful on the space track. He's done a great job with victory points so far. He raced Asia like nobody else's business and got 5 points out of it. He was able to get rid of Europe. So here comes decall. So he gets decall twice early. All right. So he played that. We've got to protect a little bit in our Asia assets. Have a chance to score here. So basically, he said, "Hey, I'll give you a coup, but I want to not let you score Asia." So that's basically how I saw that play out. Probably reacted instead of cooing off his headline. So we have Nasser, which is the most, dependent on the score of this game, kind of looks like where I would expect him to coup, given the opportunity. So he's playing the China card right away. Right. Yeah, that one op we just put into Taiwan, thinking maybe, hey, we could place another 3 ops there and get the country count. Definitely should have gone into North Korea. That was a mistake. Um, so we miss out. Pretty big mistake too, which maybe he could have gone somewhere else. Like he could have made the same play into India. You can't protect everywhere sometimes, but that's where that extra option have gone. So if he's got the Asia card, he can kind of get out right here. At least we'll get a coup. So we still grab a victory. We're definitely going to still take advantage of this coup. Nice. So we're successful there. We can also get a couple victory points with the Euro scoring card. Just 1 second. Give up the military ops to 2 victory points, but I think it's important to go ahead and take North Korea. So we could have played Nasser, but you look at tempo, what's going on in the Middle East, being able to hold that card, I think it's more important. To let us kind of stabilize it just a little bit. So interesting play so far. He's hit Asia so hard, and he scored it for 5. He kept us only scoring at 1, but then you look at it's been an extremely weird play so far. We haven't been able to take advantage of keeping Decall Destall out of the Central America, South America. We definitely at this point in the game would have liked, definitely going to Costa Rica to kind of protect Panama. Now he is in Central America, so at least we got 5 victories. After the early war, we're even. You look at the board position, and we're in fantastic shape. We're in good shape in Asia, Middle East. We're not. It's even. It's not where we necessarily like it. He definitely has an edge there. We got the edge in Europe, but that's not coming back out to the late war. Yeah, makes us a little easier for this card. We get to play Nasser now at 2 ops. We could also space it, but let's just go ahead and get it out of the deck so we don't have to worry about it coming back and hurting us later. So, yeah. Second, I forgot that we played you an intervention. So, okay. So we look at 3 scoring cards. Southeast Asia, for as good of a shape as we are in Asia, Southeast Asia as well. South America, nothing's going on there. Middle East, he's got the advantage there. So not great. We do get a victory point with Camp David, which is a good card to play. We do have defectors. Starting off, this part might be a great time to play it again. A lot of new cards coming into the deck. And that would have hurt us. He could have definitely have placed that 1 op into a whole ton of places. Which I'm assuming at this point in the game, he definitely goes South America. So, luckily, we get to see his hand. He goes Lebanon. That actually hurts us. He knows what cards we have. And so he's going to get a shot at Indo-Pakistan. He's got some really good ops. He's got 2 4-op cards. He's got Junta, so that means we need to get rid of South America quick. He can space 2 cards at this point. So public government, you see it go by. Astronaut, you see it leave. So I don't really see us getting to play either one of those cards. And then you look at his hand. Yeah, he is fine. So we'll see if we can get a little lucky here. We roll 5. Nice. And then we're going to go ahead and play South America before you play that Junta card. And then what we have to worry about is Central America. He can go straight to Mexico and then coup Panama with that card. We could get locked out. That would be pretty tough. We can also, looking at our hands, we know we have Middle East, play Camp David, gives us a victory point, also takes Egypt, which would be nice. And then also puts us where we can probably hopefully take Israel pretty easy and play Middle East for even. Play Camp David, get a victory point. Also, we'll go ahead and get to hopefully make a run at Israel. Play Cuban Missile Crisis, take it, and play Middle East scoring card. It's hopefully the play. All right. Is making a run at one of these countries. Come on. And he rolls a 6. Okay. So he gets 2 victory points and military ops. But at least we get Middle East out of the deck. Not out of the, out of the deck, but we play it for even. So we're holding ground there. But man, that war card hurt, which was, he only had 33% chance to get it. We had India. Either he could have gone after either one of those countries. And then, as expected, he spaces as not, and at least he misses. So we lose 3 victory points going ahead and playing Southeast Asia. Maybe a counterplay is to go ahead and play into and flip one of the one-off countries down there. We could have did it with a couple of different cards. Let's see if we can get a realignment out of Mexico. We're even. We just have to win a roll. And we do not. They rolled some 6s. Oh, so he moves DEFCON all the way to 5. So it's, do we try to coup something here? Because right now we lose 4 victory points if we don't coup. Because DEFCON's at 5, kind of forces us to coup. So everything's open on the board. So we could coup Europe, but you're not going to. East Germany, Poland, 3s, 4s. It's just exercise of futility. You look to Asia, which has been an interesting play so far. We can, the 2 obvious plays are Pakistan and Thailand. So we can go after either one of those. If we could, basically our 4-op China card becomes a 5 China card, which makes sense here because we have Cultural Revolution. So going, boom, and we roll a 6. Nice. Keep them from getting the victory points. The thing that's crazy, though, that DEFCON stays at 5. So, this is kind of a weird spot. Is what does he do? What do we do? We're going to have a chance to kind of really maybe make a little havoc. So we're going to play Bear Trap to be able to kind of hopefully give us an initiative where we can take advantage of this. The DEFCON definitely kind of protects Europe a little bit, so it doesn't give them an opportunity to go after Italy. So that's huge. So maybe, depending on what his headline is, we can have another shot where we can attack Asia a little bit, have a little time to maybe take Africa. So, socialist government, not a great card. Let's see what that's here. So he gets rid of grain sales, which is a card that I think it's the best U.S. card in the deck. So interesting right here is how do we go about this? We can coup something because at 5 we can do anything on the board. However, if we do that, we can flip Italy. But with that being said, Europe's already scored, so we can definitely attack Africa, which might be a fantastic play. And we also need to address Central America. We have that card. Um, so interesting kind of conundrums that we're in right here. We can also realign. So by realigning, all right. So we kind of left everything wide open. So he can still coup us. He can coup Italy, but he's going to go after a realignment also. So it knocks us out of India. There, lose 3. All right, so we're going and protecting a little bit. Go ahead and take South Korea. Depending on what he does, we can have an opportunity to kind of reattack. But all right. So we roll a 6 and we take Pakistan. And one of the main reasons why we cooed was we needed to go ahead and protect a little Italy over there, kind of hanging on for dear life. Wow. So I think Q will try to take India, and then that'll give us a chance to go ahead and coup either one of the Central American countries, what we do, or the African country. So we've kind of he's cooing, and he hits here yet. So the thought process here is we have the China card, and we can potentially in this game, when turn 7 comes up, if Asia comes back out, if we can flip North Korea again, which we have China card, means there's just going to be a chance of it. We could have a chance at Asia control, which scores a boatload of points. Probably the biggest mistake of the game, right here. Not the biggest, but it's definitely a mistake. I mean, kind of thinking of Asia, it hasn't scored. We've had the Central American card. We haven't even addressed it. So definitely a mistake there. Probably Chef definitely taking Algiers. But it is what it is. Let's see what he does. But we're also, with that, by placing 2 into Egypt, able to keep, we should be able to get Libya back. So kind of use 4-up card, hurt us, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so this little section of the game, pretty key. So he places Portuguese there. All right, so we're going to try to realign since we have Central America. See if we can get, 3 rolls. Surely we'll be able to get Mexico out, maybe just a little bit. Nope, he rolls a 6 again, and we miss it again. So that's 5 or 6 rolls where we haven't been able to take a influence point out. So we have to score Central America now. Oh no. So he scores Africa for 5 and Central America for 5. So that is tough. So we just had a huge 10-point swing in this game where we were in fantastic shape, kind of looking at the board. Now we're definitely hurting. So, got to figure out how to score some points here. Let me go ahead and do a little attacking here. With your Siri. So hopefully that'll give us a chance to get to coup, which will help us with some victory points as well. Just because right now you look at it, you can't give up the two military op. That's definitely one thing we have to be mindful of. And let's see what he does. Could play NATO and then play special relationship to get us 2 victory points. So he gains a victory point. So we'll see what he does. So plays Marshall Plan. Should be able to recover those, but we kind of keep them from using the big 4-op card somewhere else. spread our influence around to typical places. We're going to go ahead and coup Angola. That's the lowest hanging fruit. All the battlegrounds are all the scorecards have been played, so the scorecards back out next round. But hopefully we'll get Panama Canal, get Panama, get in South America, start to get our foothold there from the scorecards back up. Hopefully we'll be able to. I'm assuming he'll go to. Wow. So he had a roll of 5 or 6. He does, or no, I guess it was 4, 5, or 6. So that hurts. So he gets another victory point. And he gets military ops. So go ahead and take Egypt, kind of keep that even. And kind of go ahead and see if we can take the bottom part of Africa. Kind of get a little head start there and maybe anchor down the southern portion of Africa. We have South Africa rest, but we'll space it. It's our one space card. We need to at least try to win one of those so that way we have an opportunity to stop them from being able to space 2 cards. All right. Well, let's see what he does here. Huh. So he plays nuclear subs, which gives us a chance to coup. Not a whole lot of places, basically Algiers and Mexico. But he's also attacking West Germany. So we need to go ahead and, kind of address that. And we don't have a whole lot of ops. Got mainly a ton of 1-op cards and 2-op cards. So we're going ahead and trying to address those issues in Europe. Should be pretty easy to get some of the battlegrounds here, non-battlegrounds, to be able to make sure Europe's even. But it really stinks to have to use that card right there. So he wins his roll there. We're gonna go ahead and space to see if we can get 1 point back. We do not. So yeah, it's tough. That is real tough. So he's got a card to get 1 victory point. We're toast right now. So once again, we look good. You look at the board, but turn 5, we got away from what we wanted to do. The DEFCON went to 5. We took it as an opportunity to try to attack some regions that we can't normally attack. And then he pulled We Will Bury. Yeah. All right. I was thinking the DEFCON was at 2 when I was thought about this earlier. Anyway, so I was, yeah, it's ridiculous. So we're gonna play Summit, see if we can get the victory points, then hopefully something else can happen. Yeah, so it's game. So we catch our 2 victory points. We can go to 5, 4, 3. So it is a May. Okay. Yep. For some anyway, when I was thinking back on this game, I really thought the DEFCON was a 2, and I could have gone to 3 or kept her at 2. But since DEFCON was as high as it is, we're in trouble. Yep. And there's really, at this point, it's game over. So he plays his card. I can't score another victory point. I don't have UN intervention. Um, so yeah. So really, we had a game where we're in great shape, and because of turn 5, we just can't get it done. So once again, just really interested to see, some of you guys' comments about this game, because you look at the board, U.S. is in great shape, but we did an awful job of getting victory points. So he was able to get the victory points on the space track. He was able to get the victory points in some different regions, most specifically Africa and Central America. That 10-point swing killed us in this game, especially in a game where you look at the board, we should have been in great shape. So definitely hurt us there, but interesting game. A lot of weird things happened in this game. The play of his D-stall, crazy, but ultimately those 5-6 points he got turn 1 in Asia ends up being the difference. I mean, he throws D-call, which we defected. He throws D-stall into it. Then he throws China card all into Asia. And then you look at where we're at now in Asia, and it's crazy. So interesting game, very intriguing. Interested to hear some comments on this game. I realized turn 5, not addressing Africa and Central America quicker is the reason why we lost this game. If we got a little lucky, maybe with a coup, would have been a different story. But anyway, interested to see the comments, and we'll talk about it in the message thread down below. So anyway, guys, thank you for listening, and we'll do it again.